looking ahead to this weekend, has avoiding complacency been just sort of one of the watchword phrases of the week, if you like, perhaps?
I mean, after the performance on the weekend, I doubt very much complacency will step in. It was, even now, it's a bit of a head scratcher, really. You know, how we went from being so dominant in that game to really being on the back foot in the last 10-15 minutes. So very frustrating. Albeit that there was some great rugby in that first 60 minutes as well. So, and that's what makes it all the more frustrating. As I said at the time, I think it's a sort of a snapshot of our season so far. And we've got nothing to be complacent about. So very focused. We're working hard. You know, Exeter have a great reputation. They play a good brand of rugby, and they're well respected. But they're 2 points ahead of us. That's all. And there's a big opportunity that presents itself on the weekend.
Yeah, important game as well, because if some of the reports are to be believed, 7th could be enough to get you in the top European competition next season. So added extra incentive there.
Oh, absolutely. You know, that in itself is hugely significant. But more so for me is what we've decided we need to do as a group for the remainder of the season. And as I say, you know, Exeter are a much lauded side, and rightly so. But they're 2 points ahead of us, and we have an opportunity, you know, to do something on the weekend.
Do you owe them for what happened at Kingsholm earlier in the season?
You know, they came in and they put in a good performance, in fairness to them. It's not about owing them anything, it's about us just making sure that we get ourselves right on Saturday.
Been a couple of really tight games down at Exeter the last couple of years. I mean, can you put your finger on why games down there are so tight?
Well, they're tight, but they're pretty open as well, open affairs, and I think both sides will be capable of scoring tries. Both teams eager to play rugby as well, get the ball and hold on to it. And you know, I think it's very difficult to put your finger on it. I just think the ability of both sides is such that they can score tries and stay in games and chase games if they need to as well.
And how important has Dave Lewis's quick service become for them this season?
He's become a very important part of their game. You know, a lot of their game is around the speed of the ball that they recycle. You know, they spend a lot of time in terms of the work that they do and the measurement of that. So if they get quick ball on the front foot, it suits, you know, Dave's game. You know, very accomplished player on the front foot, and that's what they'll be aiming to do.
Were they a little bit vulnerable last week against Leicester after their LV Cup win? I mean, presumably they'll be looking for a reaction themselves.
Yeah, I would have thought so, absolutely. I mean, you know, they've had a tough period where they've been playing through the last couple of weeks where we've had off. So, you know, on the back of you know, winning the LV Cup, probably relax a little bit. And you know, Leicester's never an easy place to go, particularly on the back of those circumstances. So, you know, as I think they said after the game, it's a bit of a wake-up call for them. So I'm sure we'll see a different excellent team on the weekend.